There goes the zone 20.
Dandy's world type of energy.
I'm not really sure what they expected. I mean, at first, before this run officially started, they were expecting for us to make it to zone 30 and we're advertising it, and then only after not that many people were lining up did they change it to 420. I mean, zone 20. So I don't remember which one it was. It was one of the Jelly Bells who decided that was a good idea. I still think it's funny that they brought Dandy's World into it. I mean, they give these players some credit. To give these players some credit, they didn't die before Zone 5. They just left before Zone 5. So that's sort of an upgrade. So I decided to try out Rocky. If you don't know, a few, I don't know, shortly after his release, which was I don't know, a month ago, they made it where his, when he crafts his ability where you get 20 or 25 stuffing, they made it where you get 50 stuffing. And ever since they did the train upgrade, oh boy, this raccoon makes it pretty easy to get bank very fast. Right now, Dolly's Factory is having their Valentine's event, so you walk around the floor and you pick up parts, right? So one of the charms that you can unlock by doing this event, I forgot the name, I think it's Hera. It's the little piggy bank in my charm slot. It makes it where when you do, well, fully upgraded, it makes it where when you put stuffing into a train upgrade, it gives you 50% of your stuffing back, which is pretty good, especially when I'm running this Rocky setup where I'm just focusing solely on getting as much stuffing as much stuffing as possible, just so that me and my team can get those train upgrades as fast as possible. Because the train upgrades are really good. I mean, some of them make it where you have a chance of a machine being completed to a certain percentage. They have some where boosters are on the floor and they make it where you get a speed boost if you walk over it. They also have one where the rejects move 2%, 3% slower. I personally don't find that train upgrade very good. Before, it used to be 10%, 15% slower, and then they nerfed it to the ground after the release. I'm not sure why. Well, I understand why. 10, 15, I think it went up to 20, 15% was a bit much, but now it's 2%. And I don't see much of a difference, and that's why I rarely, if ever, buy it. Still, the same thing applies where it's just, I can get bank so fast now, and it's overall going to be beneficial for a long run. So I like to play Rocky as more of a support, and on the focusing solely on getting the gear or the junks off the floor so I can craft it. Later on, when there's less people and more machines, after I get all the junk, I'll help with machines. Otherwise, I truly play to the raccoon role and make sure that I get everything off the floor. It's really helpful. I hope that they give Reject Queenie some sort of buff in the future, because her little slowdown thing is really easy to avoid, and it doesn't do that much since he stops moving for a bit after she activates. So if you don't know, the queen, the Reject Bee that I just ran by, when you get close to her, and it's on a cooldown, when you get close to her, she makes a circle of black honeycombs cover the ground, and when you walk over it, you go super slow. I mean, it's deadly if you have other people chasing you, but rarely do I see that happen to me. But yeah, like otherwise on her own, she isn't that threatening. She's easy to avoid. Like more often than not, I see people like bait her out so that she uses her ability and then stops moving. I do want them to keep the black honeycomb thing, but I think it would be cooler if whenever she uses her slowness effect, that Reject Coda comes running, you know, the big burly bear that you might have seen back to those walls. So that whenever she slows you down, this fast moving tank of a plushie just comes and like wrecks you up. I think that would make her more scary, and like want to be like avoided. Just go ahead and sell my stuff, and yeah, that upgrade is pretty good. It makes it where you like your active ability slow down, which isn't that good for me because I'm a Rocky player, but considering I have oh shoot, I always forget the mole's name because I don't play him that much. What's his name? What's his name? Doug. Okay, Doug, yes. Because I have Doug and two Jelly Bells on my team, they have active boot. Oh, oh, I just want to do this machine. I'm just gonna go somewhere else. That area is crowded. But yeah, since I have these Jelly Bells on my team, which like, you know, stun rejects, I think it's overall beneficial for the team and when players can, you know, pop off their active abilities more often. Especially when your Buddy's the dog, and he makes it where 30% of your machine is completed every time he does his active ability. So one time I was playing as Buddy, and the downside is that when you're not, this is partially why I like to play with Rocky, because when you don't have somebody optimizing, if that's the right word, just focusing solely on getting stuffing, I have teammates that are pretty like stingy with theirs, which is fine, understandable, because sometimes Dexter, which is our shop guy, sells some pretty good things. Ooh, don't mind if I do. Why can't I pick this up? Okay, whatever. Dexter, whenever he sells something good, like of course they're gonna save their stuffing. But whenever I play as Buddy, it's really hard for me to find I don't want to say good team. I'm just gonna say like a team that's gonna like put in on the train upgrades, because if we put in on the train upgrades as Buddy, like you can have like, I think it's like a 50-second, 60-second cooldown, and then you can bring it down to like 40 seconds, I think. Like one game I was lucky and I was just being able to like go off on every machine that I came into contact with, and it was great to make the run faster. If you haven't seen it yet, this is one of the new maps that they put for Reject Doug's what would I call it? I guess an event floor, kind of like how we have boss floors every 5 floors. You have a chance of getting a Reject Doug zone, where your goal is to like get the parts, bring it to the train to repair it, because apparently Dexter has a very hard time driving. But I think they did a good job on this map. I like how pretty. But I don't think pretty's the right word. It's I just like the look of it, because both of the maps have the, I don't know what to call it. like the car wash kind of thing going on, where they have like the water sprayers at a certain section of a map, and depending on how many times you've been to that map, it like changes. I'm not sure about this one because you don't get it that often unless you're on a higher floor. But I know that the lower level one, if you can call it that, the lower level reject Doug event floor, if you get it numerous times, more sections of the map is like opened up. So like the first zone, it's none of the doorways are open. You're just going around the area of the train, and then as you progress, more of the doorways, if you would call it, they look like if you ever seen those like storage things that people rent out to put more stuff in, it looks like those kind of doors, and they open up and they lead to like more sections of the map. And I think that's nice. It makes the map more, what's the word? Not interactive, but ever changing, and I think that's cool. Ugh. Slowness again, yeah, I'm not gonna buy that. I honestly would have left a while ago, mainly because when I'm playing Rocky, I prefer to spend more time getting stuffing and parts than doing machines. Like, call me lazy, but I rather, when I'm playing Rocky, I like to focus only on just getting stuff instead of doing the machines. So, usually when I start having to do that, see what I mean? Why won't they help me buy? I wanted to try doing Rocky's charm, where it makes it where you have a 20% chance of when you use an item, it lets you use it again, like you have another chance with it. I was trying to see if I would like using that one or the Felicia's charm. So Felicia's charm makes it where you get, when you pick up stuffing, you get double the amount, right? So with Rocky's trinket, if I use his like 50, if I craft the 50 stuffing thing and his trinket or charm activates, I would get like 100 stuffing because I would get to use it twice. But with Felicia's, what is, there's so many bad guys. I hope that they fix this map so it's not so crowded on later floors. It's a really nice map, and they definitely have to change it a lot because it's hard for anybody to be happy with it. Sometimes they make Jelly Bell too strong, sometimes they make her too weak. But yeah, the slowness on later floors, and when all the rejects just get in the middle, it is, oh shoot, I went to the wrong side. You just get jumped. Like, I always like get hit at least once on this map. But yeah, oh, that was embarrassing. But yeah, so I haven't decided which of those charms would really drive in the money making scheme better, Felicia's or Rocky's. So still debating on that one. I'm so glad that we're almost to 420. As soon as the Jelly Bells complained about there goes the 420 run, I feel like it is my sole duty to stay and make it happen. Because if we're being honest, it's a lot easier to get to 420 on Dolly's Factory than Danny's World. Partly because the maps are so much larger, partly because they have the vault. I don't remember what they're called, the little pallet system where you can throw them down behind you. And partly because the abilities are help with survivability a lot more than usual, and the stamina is different, the health is different, really everything's different that makes it easier to get to 420, especially because we have the lower amount of machines at the beginning. You get 2 machines on the first floor, second floor, third floor, I don't remember when it stops, but you get 2 machines, so it's easier to really get up there in zones faster. But yeah, I feel like I need to prove to these Jelly Bells that it's still possible even when your team leaves. It's just not fun. Well, it's not fun for me. If I was playing Buddy or I don't know, any fast hardcore efficiency plushie, it might be more bearable. It's mostly because when I'm playing Rocky, you're well, we're not as slow as it used to be. When Rocky first came out, he was much slower, but I feel slow, and also I have a low stealth. So when I'm around any of my teammates, the rejects really like to hound on me, which isn't as fun as it could be. Yes, yes, we finished 420. Oh, and the train upgrade. That train upgrade where you can just immediately teleport as soon as your teammates flip the switch. It's beautiful. I've helped these people. I'm gonna put all my money into this thing. So if they want to keep going, they can.